So I was looking at some of Passive Star's videos and I noticed that the guy has a really gorgeous lighting setup on his models. And looking at this, you may be inclined to think that this is some fancy real-time indirect lighting or post-processing or something, but it's actually a really simple thing to do. And it's called light mapping, which is a fancy way of saying that, oh, this huge hallway won't ever move, so how about we just pre-calculate all the lighting and shadows it will receive and just store it in a texture somewhere, and you can project that texture on that model's hallway to save on processing power when the game is actually running. It is the pre-calculation part exactly that makes it look pretty, because when you don't have to calculate lighting on the spot, you can take however long you want to pre-calculate it and make it look as good as you want. Light maps are also known as light baking or baked lighting because the light is permanently baked into the texture until and unless you recalculate it or just remove the light map. This is something that has been done as long as 3D games have existed. Half-Life 2 has done it, Quake, released in 1996, has done it, and even games that came before it have done it. And you can do the same in Godot as well. Let's see how. Let's make a quick project here. We'll name it Light Map Tutorial. I don't want it on version control. First, let's make some folders, assets and then scenes and then light maps to store our light map data. We'll make a 3D scene, name it main level, save it in our scenes folder, and then we'll do something. We will open a Blender just to make a quick level block out, delete everything. First of all, we will apply a texture on it, a new material. Let's call it base matte. We will choose an image texture. Where is image texture? Here. We'll open this texture. You can find this texture on the description. First of all, this is going to be an interior of the room. So we need to flip the normals. So select all the faces, press Alt N and select flip. And on the texture as well, you will find this in settings. Enable backface culling so you can see through the object. So let's save this, the same directory where our Godot project is. Lightmap tutorial, assets. We will make a new folder named level model. Go inside that, name this level model.blend. Here we go. Hop back into Godot. It's importing the object. Here it is. It is the texture for it. And whenever you are doing something related to light maps, you need to set this light baking mode to static light maps. Then click re-import. We'll drag this into our scene, and since this is an interior model, we will first of all add sun to scene, add environment to scene. Then we'll make a new node, call this lighting, level lighting. We'll drag this both below it. You go into world environment, click this, go into ambient lighting, and since this is an interior model, we don't need ambient lighting adding light to it. We'll just have emissive materials on the ceilings or anywhere you like to illuminate the hallways and the room itself. So we'll go here and click disable. So it's receiving no ambient lighting whatsoever. Also go into directional light and turn that off as well. You don't have to do this, but I'll just set the background to a clear color. There we go. Now I'll do this in Blender. So you add, not in edit mode, cylinder. Depth, let's make it 1.8. That's just below 6 feet. So you know the proportions of this room. Right now you can see the room is very claustrophobic. We don't need that. So take the room, select the face, enable this gizmo so we can easily control it. Raise it to 2. Okay, you can delete the cylinder now. The textures is messed up for right now, but we'll fix that. Just a second. We will take this whole model, take this, press Shift Z to scale it, and I'll do 4. Scale it by 4. We'll go into edit mode, press U and press U projection, and just set the size to 2. So you can see now the textures are appearing correctly. And when you go into Godot, save it here, and it will re-import the things. You can see the room is bigger. Now there is no lighting in the room. So to fix that, first of all, we need a light source and emissive material, which we don't have. We will add that in a second, but we need a light map GI. You go into the tweaks and just up the bounces to 5, denoiser strength set it to 0.2, and texel size set it to 8, and that should give us pretty good results. And when you come back here, when you select the top face and let's just give it a new material. We'll call this emissive ceilings. Not sure if that's the right spelling. We'll go into emission and then choose a subtle blue color and then set the strength to 1. Then we'll save this. You can see also enable backface culling on this as well. Camera backface culling. There we go. So as you can see, I don't know why it's not appearing like that, but it's okay. As you can see, it's still not illuminated. That's where this Lightmap GI comes in. Now, for the first test, you set it to low or medium. You don't want to set it to ultra because ultra gives the best result, but it takes a lot of time to compute the light map. So unless you're going for a final look, if you just start prototyping and fooling around to see how it looks like, I suggest you set it to medium. But since my computer is good enough, and this is a relatively small scene, your computer should not struggle to compute the light maps. Just go ahead and press make light maps. We'll show the light map in light maps folder. There we go. You can see this balls appearing. Just click outside the thing and it will go away. Also, select the level model and then let's just pull it up. It's in the ground right now, and as you can see, beautiful lighting. This is a pretty bland scene, so let's spice it up. We will add a loop cut in the middle, and let's move it up to about here, and then we'll add 2 more loop cuts. There, I think that's good enough. We'll take this, extrude it outwards, and I'm using a Blender plugin called Right Mouse Navigation, which allows you to right click your mouse and go into first person view like you would do in Godot. So you just drag this out, make a long hallway, and let's add some loop cuts here as well. Select these faces. You go to edge and just go face, and extrude among faces along normals. Here we go. Let's go with 3 meters. And you know the texture is all fucked up, but you can just select everything, press U, and then to cube projection again. Fix it. Set the scale to 2. Here we go. Our levels is fixed, and let's make it interesting. Let's give this face a red emissive material. So just click new, give it material, red emissive, select the color to something red, give it a strength of 2. Let's select these faces. Let's give them emissive ceilings material, and let's also increase the strength from 1 to 1.5. Let's save this, and there we go. There's our level, and we go into light map, set the quality to low or medium. Here we go. Our light maps is all baked up, and why is this face not? Select this face, red emissive, assign. Now it's there. Let's bake the lights again. There we go. As you can see, the lights is just so beautiful. It's reflecting off the walls. Actually, this hallway is a little claustrophobic, I won't lie. This even works with like smaller things, you can say. So let's just model, we'll go stay. Let's add a cube, focus to our cube. We will scale this down on the x-axis by a lot. We will select this edge, move this up. We'll select this, scale this among the x-axis as well, move it up. Here we go. We will select the whole thing, scale it among x-axis, x-axis like that. Then we will give this whole thing bright green color, the massive strength of 5. So it's pretty bright, and we'll take this. Let's place it along this hallway. So we'll take that. Let's also set origin to geometry. Let's bring it up. We don't need to be perfect with it. Shift D and then Shift R to repeat that action 5 times. We can also put it here. Press Shift D. Put this here. Shift D. Shift R. Shift R. Shift R. There we go. Shift R again. See how this looks in our game. Let's make the light maps. You can see it looks good. Right now it looks splotchy because the quality is medium. You see when I set it to ultra and bake, it looks better. It looks better. Now, how do you make this look even better? You have done all you can with the lighting, the light maps and all that. But the main thing when making your games look pretty is power is in the world environment node. First thing first, the thing that makes it look instantly good is just adding some screen space ambient occlusion. Here we go. Look at that difference. Makes it look just so much prettier. Then let's go into tone map and set it to something like ACES or EGX. I guess EGX looks better for this. Another thing you can do, and the most important thing actually, is enable glow. It's already enabled. Set the blend mode to screen. Let's go to the tube lights here so we can see it clearly. Off, on, off, on. I like to set the strength 0.15. Strength, that one looks good. And then this sets something like to be 5, I don't know. Another thing you can do is just enable adjustments. You can brighten it up, dim it down. I like to increase the saturation just a bit and contrast as well. Let's see. Yeah, looks good. What if you want to illuminate objects that are dynamics, such as your player, such as your enemy, or any other thing that is moving around in the world? Well, I also have this cute spider dot blend, as you can see here, and we can set the mode on this to dynamic. So when you set it to dynamic, first of all, you will notice that it uses the light probes to illuminate itself. So you can see right here it becomes a little more brighter than it is here. Here it is just pitch black, and as you can see, even though we have illuminated it, it's not particularly bright. You would not want this in a game. So what you can do is enable directional lighting. Actually, if we click editable children on our cute spider and go into the the icosphere, which is the model of the thing, we can set the layer to 2, and on our level model we click editable children as well. We click all these things and make them on layer 1. They are on layer 1. When you go into your directional lighting, you see that there are 2 things: light and shadow masks. You can remove the level from both the light and the shadow masks. They will not receive light as well as not cast shadows. The only thing casting shadows is our spider friend. So you can see when I increase the energy, spider gets affected. So those are some tricks you can use. You can also go into the world environment node and enable screen space ambient occlusion, which will help to a certain degree, but not always. You can illuminate outdoor scenes the same way as well. Let's make it cast shadows on both the things. Let's make it slightly, ever so slightly yellowish. Here we go. Go into ambient lighting, enable it again, go into directional light, make sure that the light and the shadow masks are set to all things. Let's just bring this down a little bit. Let's add material, image texture, save it. Let's go back. Let's bake again. Why don't I have sky? Yes, I think we don't have enough to work with. How about this? Should be good enough. Save it, and let's just, in the world environment, the ambient light should come from the sky. You can see the sky is pretty bland right now. So we'll go in there, we will change this to a physical sky material, and the sky does not look blue enough. In real life it's a lot more blue when in a sunny clear day. So we'll just go into the color and make it more bluish. There we go. It looks better now. I'll also change the ground color to white because I don't like dark colors. And also we'll go into directional light, increase the energy to 2. Also the indirect energy to 3. I think STFGI is enabled. I don't want that. We'll turn that off. Let's go and bake lights again. You can see it looks so much better now. Textures is messed up because I forgot to cube projection. You can see how good it looks. Let's actually... Yeah, you can see how good it looks. In the tunnels, it's receiving proper shadows, and the spider is also being illuminated properly. Let's actually also increase the texel scales from 8 to 12, and let's do an ultra bake for one final time.